everyone, and welcome to another episode of Moorlands Kids Lead On with me, Johnsy. I'm super excited actually today because today I'm going to be making paper airplanes with you, which is one of my favorite things to do. So, right before we get started there, let's go through our habit and quality of the week. Remember that this week our habit is decide and plan, and our quality is responsibility. Remember that decide and plan means that you want to figure out what that end goal that you want is. Whether it's you want to make the best paper airplane in the world, or you want to make one that does the coolest tricks, or anything like that, you need to then come up with a plan, that series of steps you're going to follow to be able to make that paper airplane. Our quality this week is responsibility, and responsibility is doing what you are supposed to do. So one of the things that you're going to see come up in this video is that when we're folding these paper airplanes, it can get really frustrating really fast. And what I'm not supposed to do while I'm doing that is tear the pages and throw them all around and do all those crazy things. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I keep my cool and I choose my actions, attitudes, and behaviors. So, let's get right into it. All you need for this activity is paper. Now, I have white paper here because that's what I was able to find in my house, but you could use colored paper, you could use construction paper. If your parents read the newspaper, you could recycle the newspaper and you could use the newspaper. It's really up to you what kind of paper you want. You just want to make sure that it kind of looks like this kind of setup. So if it's a perfect square and not a rectangle, that's going to make it a little bit harder to make these paper airplanes. So rectangular paper is best. I'm going to show you 3 different types of paper airplanes we can make. Let's start with the very first one, which is called the Dart. So for the first paper airplane that I'm going to show you, this one is the easiest paper airplane in the world to make. What you're going to do is you're going to take your sheet of paper, you're going to fold it in half lengthwise like that. Boom. And then from this point, you're going to use that halfway mark as a point of reference for you. So you're going to take your corners and fold them into that middle point. Your corner, fold it into the middle point. Then you're going to fold this corner and this corner in as well. And you want to make them meet at about the same point. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to fold these out. So just like this. So the opposite way that you originally folded it. And you're going to make sure that all lines up. So you can fold it like this. And then the last thing that you have to do is just fold down each wing. I'm going to go about a quarter of the way from the nose to fold it down like this. Flip it over like this. And then just spread it out. And you have what we call the Dart. So this first plane is the Dart. For our second plane, we're gonna do what's called the Buzz. And so for the Buzz, this one you're gonna turn your page like that, so it's a little bit different already, and you're gonna fold it in half again. Folding it in half I like to do because it gives me a reference point. So there you go. It's nice in half, so I'm going to open that up. Now I'm going to do the exact same way that I started the other one. So I'm going to fold this corner into the middle. And then I'm going to fold this corner into the middle. Then I'm going to take my tip here and I'm going to fold it down so that the tip touches where the piece is folded into the middle. Now, this is where it gets a little bit harder, but I think you can follow along. So take your outsides and you're gonna fold them in to that middle line. Sorry, it's not working. It's not working so great for me. There we go. There's the first one. Second one, fold it in, that top corner, in to that middle line, like that. And now I have it like this. So now, what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm actually gonna fold this part about halfway down, like that. And then when I look at it on the side, if I fold it in half, see how I have this little flap here? I can now use that to help guide me folding in my wings. This is where it gets really, really hard. So I'm gonna fold in one wing, fold in the other wing. Now for this one, you might find that it likes to open up like that. So if you're finding it likes to open up like that, you can always put a tape in the middle. And that is our second paper airplane, which is called the Buzz. So this one is called the Stable. This one's really good for doing fancy tricks and stuff like that. Again, we're gonna have our page long and fold it in half. Then we're gonna open it up, and just like we did for the Dart, we're gonna fold this corner in, and then this corner in. And now, what makes this one different is before we fold any more corners in or anything like that, we're gonna take this triangle we've made, and we're gonna fold it over. So that it looks like this. Okay? Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our corner here and we're gonna fold this corner into the middle. Now, when we fold it, we don't wanna fold it over like this or over down like this to make another triangle. We wanna fold it into the middle so that it looks like that. And we're gonna take the other one and have it match. There you go. Now you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold it in half so it looks like this. And now that you have it folded in half, all you need to do is, right before we fold it in half, I made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. You're gonna take this little piece that you got right here and you're gonna fold that up. And the reason you're gonna fold that up is because it helps keeps your wings together. So now when you fold it in half, you're gonna fold down one wing right here. And then another wing right here. And now when you spread them out, you've got another paper airplane. And so now we have our three. We have the Stable, we have the Buzz, and we have the Dart. Okay, so now we have our three paper airplanes. We have the Dart, the Buzz, and the Stable. I hope you had tons of fun making them at home, or at least following along with me. Very, very quickly, let's remember that our habits and quality this week was decide and plan, and definitely for paper airplanes, if you're not following that plan that you set out, those steps that we set out to make a paper airplane, you're definitely not gonna make a great paper airplane. You're gonna make one that goes wonky or doesn't do what you want it to do, might not even fly. For responsibility, folding all of these paper airplanes can be really, really difficult. And you saw me having that difficulty. You saw me at one point get a little frustrated because it wasn't going the right way. But instead of yelling and screaming, as fun as that probably would have been for you on that video, I remembered that I choose my actions, attitude, and behavior, and I was able to keep my cool. And in the end, I got 3 pretty amazing paper airplanes. So I'd love to hear, again, which one you liked the most, or even which one you felt went the farthest when you made them all together, or any other cool paper airplane ideas that you have. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And finally, Moorlands kids, we out.